Welcome to the penultimate race of the Boner Cup Series season, Phoenix Raceway, a track that has held a wait in the season spot on NASCAR calendars for as long as most of us can remember at this point. Phoenix in the playoff era has usually been used to decide the champion, but tonight it will decide who goes to the championship for. 8 drivers are vying for this spot at the Phoenix Raceway here in Arizona. Those 8 drivers being Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, Trevor Bayne, Elliott Sadler, Eric Almirola, David Ragan, Shane Van Gisbergen, and AJ Allmendinger. Elliott Sadler is the one in the sketchiest position. Eric Almirola does have a chance to crack into the championship 4 relatively easily. David Ragan, Shane Van Gisbergen, and AJ Allmendinger will all have to either win or hope for a great day and some misfortune for their opponents.
And if there's any chase driver worth looking at tonight, my eyes will be on Eric Almirola, the only driver we believe in the field to have won here at Phoenix. He did so in the NASCAR Xfinity Series back in 2025. He's currently outside the bubble right now, and there is a lot of competition in front of him and behind him. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top today.
One driver that I have my eyes on is the Hendrick Motorsports number 48 car of Justin Allgaier. The 3 wins here in the lower series, all when it was still called the Xfinity Series. Justin Allgaier could be one of the favorites. I mean, he did win a title here in 2024 as well. Maybe some luck from the Arizona desert.
26 points back from being in the championship 4, Shane Van Gisbergen has put his Trackhouse 88 on the pole tonight. He's hoping to keep it up front and win his way into the championship 4, but maybe if he could just run in the top 5, he can get it there as well, with some misfortune for the other chase drivers. Shane Van Gisbergen will be the first car you see on the Blue Chew Droner. Starting up front is the first chaser in the field, Shane Van Gisbergen. He has a point hole to dig himself out of. And on outside pole is Ty Dillon, the fan favorite. Next is one of the best drivers in the series as of late, Ty Gibbs. Didn't make the chase due to that injury. And to his outside is Casey Mears for a Hendrick Motorsports, who's had a surprisingly good qualifying effort. Next is a row of 2 chasers. AJ Allmendinger, who has a points hole to dig himself out of as well, and Daniel Suarez, who is locked in to the next round. I mentioned the great qualifying efforts from Hendrick Motorsports. Here's their other car, Justin Allgaier, and to his outside is Eric Almirola, who is currently 10 points out of the championship 4. Then, rounding at the top 10 is 2 non-chasers, Ryan Preece, one of my favorites, as well as Noah Gregson.
Well, behind that we got the Dr. Pepper number 73 of Travis Kvapil, as well as one of our chasers, David Ragan. And now a pair of fan favorites, Marcus Ambrose, representing the Oceania region, as well as Josh Bilicki for Red Choir Racing. And now we got the 2-time winner, Regan Smith for LaFine Finley Racing, and John Hunter Nemechek. Next up, the Cinnamon Toast Bane is back, as well as Brian Scott making a rare appearance. On now, Reed Sorensen for Chip Ganassi Racing in the number 41, as well as the 31 of Daniel Hemrick.
And we move to 21st, where David Stremme is driving the number 40 for Chip Ganassi Racing. And alongside him, a team that's won plenty of times at Phoenix, it's the Penske number 22 of Sam Hornish Jr. Behind them, one of our chase contenders, Elliott Sadler. He currently sits 4th in the standings, and alongside him, the front row 35 of Cole Witt. In 25th, with a white and blue paint scheme this week, it's Brian Vickers, eliminated from the chase, and alongside him, the Stewart House number 10 of Danica Patrick. And it's another one of our chase contenders, Eric Jones for Joe Gibbs Racing on the inside. To his outside, we have Ricky Stenhouse, winner of Talladega. And behind them, the second Evan Ham car, Casey Atwood, reminding you that Sirius is XM. And to his outside, Zane Smith in the 36. He has also won here.
And following that up is Michael McDowell in the 34 and Cody Ware in the Premium 55. Then it's Harrison Burton in the Wood Brothers 21 and Scott Wimmer in the Hitchco number 4. Then Scott Speed in the Red Bull 82 and former chaser Justin Haley in the Nation's Guard 7. Then it is Chase Spoiler, Austin Dillon, who won a race earlier in the chase, and one of my favorites, Garrett Smithley. Next is Andy Lally in the 71 making a rare appearance, and the Todd Father, $1 Million Todd Gilliland.
Well, and even more rare, Jimmy Johnson, Mr. 7-time, is here making a part-time start in the Hendrick number 5. And next to him, Matthew Benedetto in the CW Sports Bowling PBA car. Hopefully he doesn't bowl through the field. And lastly, Carson Nosavar. And now, let's send it over to the command. And here to give the command to start engines at the Phoenix Raceway, it's, well, some may say, the pride of the whole state of Arizona. It's the Arizona Iced Tea itself. Alright, fantastic command as always from the Boner Cup Series people. Well, only one more shot to make the Final Four, so definitely think we're going to have some aggressive driving today.
Late restarts at Phoenix are always just pure spectacle. Think back to Corey Heim, his 7 wide pass to win the Truck Series Championship in 2025. All sorts happens at this racetrack when it comes down to the finish, and I think we're going to see something spectacular tonight.
As the pace car pulls that hard left turn, as you know, the start line at Phoenix is not where it usually is. Just like at Talladega.
Yeah, they had a track reconfiguration to put it on what used to be the backstretch.
Yeah. But as we come through whatever corner this is, and that Geico restart zone, we are underway. Shane Van Gisbergen gets to a flying start already.
Is anyone going to try going deeper on the dogleg here? Ryan Preece, a tiny bit. I think he's going to go 3 wide back there. I think he gets back.
Trackhouse might be the team to watch tonight, yeah.
Oh, Shane Van Gisbergen gets out to the lead over Ty Dillon, Ty Gibbs, Casey Mears. Here comes Daniel Suarez. Here comes A.J. Allmendinger. Does he lead lap 1?
Yes.
And see how the car's fanning out through the dog leg?
Casey Mears is clear for 4th.
Yeah, Casey Mears hasn't shown a ton of speed anywhere in the series, and that's the winner from the Clash, so kind of surprising to see.
Yeah. You remember all the way back then. It's a while ago at this point.
Yeah. But that is in the past. SVG will want to put everyone else in the past.
Yeah, he would really, I mean, a win just alleviates everything for you here.
Indeed,
but the people who don't want to see a win, Elliott Sadler and Eric Almirola, ooh, it would get dicey for them. Trevor Bayne, it could even get dicey for here.
Yeah, I mean, you think about people like Trevor Bayne, you think about David Reagan, you know, someone else slightly down the cut line, like A.J. Allmendinger.
Yeah. The cut line behind the locked-in Daniel Suarez is not the safest for these drivers. Eric Jones, 20 points ahead.
Trevor Bayne get the better of that.
50 ahead of him?
Yeah, I mean, cooler track conditions, so maybe the outside working a little better than it would normally, which is good to see. But we're now kind of selling out, getting to a bit
of a gap for Gisbergen now to Ty Dillon.
Yeah, a little bit of a follow the leader.
I think if you're SVG, you gotta be pretty happy with the cars immediately in your rear view.
Yeah, I mean,
none
that's
of them are your chief rivals. Yeah, but Eric Almirola
his best friend
is not too far behind, which is the scary part here. Don't want Amarola passing you. You know, he's one of those cars he's battling right now for
Yeah,
the
I
points.
think Almirola is behind the cut line, so
Amarola's 10 behind the cut line, but I think 16 ahead of Gisbergen here. So
yeah.
Amarola definitely still ahead of Gisbergen on points, but it won't matter if Gisbergen can get a win. We haven't seen much of Elliott Sadler or Trevor Bayne tonight yet, though, or Eric Jones. So they could potentially be factors here.
Yeah, but up here, you see, Suarez running in about 6th, and AJ Allmendinger in 7th, which definitely is not enough for him.
Yeah, you're thinking Suarez, he's just going to want to help his teammate however he can. If he can get some speed, you get past Eric Amarola, that could help SVG a lot.
Yeah, but it does depend if Daniel Suarez can even get the chance to do that. Maybe we get a late restart. Who knows what can happen?
Yeah, we've seen late restarts at Phoenix decide a lot before.
Who knows? Does SVG know how to send it 7 wide on people? Has he done that before?
I don't know if there's enough room on the road courses in the V8 Supercar Series to even consider that.
I don't know if there's even enough room
I think if there was, he would
Bill.
definitely try. Knowing Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, someone else that might try Ryan Parise. Making a move into the top 10.
Using the inside lane pretty effectively. We saw him fan out the deepest on the dogleg. This is for 8th here on Justin Allgaier, who's having a pretty good run. I mean, he knows how to get it done at this racetrack, so...
Just behind that, Noah Gregson and one of our chasers, David Reagan.
Noah Gregson's seen some heartbreak here. Lost the title to Ty Gibbs at the time, Xfinity Series. But put that behind him and have a good run tonight, hopefully.
Yeah. But our top 5 is still the same
is
as it's been.
Doing better.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a surprise, is it?
No, not really.
Take a look through the back of the field. We see Todd Gillen, Carson Osavar, Andy Lally. Well, was Jimmy Johnson. I think you've heard of him.
None of his titles came here at Phoenix, but it wasn't a track he was bad at all.
Yeah. Arguably one of his better tracks.
It's on the West Coast. The West Coast swing for Jimmy Johnson's a lot closer to home.
It's not quite California, but getting there. I think Dylan is looking a bit closer to SVG than before.
Definitely closing that gap to number 13. A car that's been very unremarkable this season, but
I mean,
never too late to get a win and change your projection a little bit.
Yeah, maybe that's experience from Ty Dillon. He's been in the sport for just about 8 years, so doesn't know what he's doing compared to SVG, who's been here for 2 or 3. And unfair tie wear also a bit of a factor here, thanks to Goodyear. So lap 15, it's still a little bit of a follow the leader, unfortunately. But maybe we'll see some pit stops soon. I see the field window is about 20, 22 laps around there. Maybe a bit earlier.
Surprising to see there not being a caution yet, really. Obviously, everybody talks about the factor of the late restarts, how chaotic they can be. But we have seen early cautions beforehand. There's plenty of time for the tyres to get worn in and get in big trouble.
Yeah. don't think we're super far off from lap traffic being a factor. Maybe about 10 more laps or so. And that's definitely when the chaos starts to build up a little bit.
This track can be known for its, as the Phoenix Raceway put it themselves, follow the leader type racing.
Yeah, which definitely a tagline.
Yes, a selling point, I suppose, if you want minimal dollars.
So, take a look at Elliott Sadler right now, currently running in 18th. Not having a great day. See if we have mathematicians in the booth to do the calcs for us. Which is short for calculations, by the way.
Must be short for calculator in some circumstances. It's
Trevor Bain
youthful
just
slang
in front of
from you,
that.
Sanok.
Yep, Trevor Bain just in front of that in 13th, I want to say.
52's been slowly dropping spots, but not too bad for a Rick Ware racing car.
Yeah. David Reagan just in front of that, maybe trying to make a move on Noah Gregson.
Yeah, David Reagan currently is in need of points. 24 behind the cut line. Eric Almirola and Shane Van Gisbergen both running better than him, though. AJ Allmendinger as well. So, Trevor Bain not far enough, but we haven't seen Sadler or Jones much, so...
Yeah, I think Eric Jones is running about 22nd. So he's right about where Sadler and Bain is, actually.
Don't think that's far enough for any of these drivers except Gisbergen, and I think Almirola to jump him.
Yes, here's Eric Jones, and just in front of that, Elliott Sadler.
Well, Eric Jones actually has the biggest cushion. It's 20 points, so... I
Yeah,
don't think he's in much danger right now.
yeah, if you look at the point standings, both AJ and SVG are plus 20, so...
But
Definitely a
Sadler...
bit of a disaster for that.
Sadler's in danger of losing a spot to Almirola on points right now.
Yeah, and I'm pretty
Actually,
sure...
Almirola's dropped a few spots. He's dropped from 5th to 8th, so...
I'm pretty sure Almirola is the first car out on points, so...
Yes, he is going into this race minus 10, and Sadler plus 10.
For the season, Almirola's had, obviously Sadler, the points leader for many weeks. Almirola was getting up there. Definitely a heartbreaking loss if he doesn't make it.
I think it would be heartbreaking for just about any of those guys. I mean, AJ Allmendinger is currently 5th in points, and then he's way below the cut line.
Sadler and Almirola were the two championship contenders throughout most of the season, and they are the ones battling on the cut line now, as it's crunch time.
Yeah, how the turntables or something like that.
Yeah.
As we see a massive gap between Eric Almirola in 8th, and then Justin Allgaier in 9th. Yeah, AJ currently running pretty solid in 6th, and then Ryan Preece in 7th. Let's say just about this entire top 7 is guys that are pretty good at short tracks. Especially Ty Gibbs got his first win at a short track. Not in Boner, but, you know. And I think that was a pit stop, yeah. Casey Mears coming
Casey
in.
Miz. Car behind him as well looks...
Ryan Preece. Is anyone else coming in? Oh, car around. Sam Hornish Jr.
There's a spin.
Caution's out.
Whalen
That
caution
does-
lights are during a pit cycle.
That kind of kills Casey Mears. See Eric Jones with damage. See Brian Scott, Ricky Santos Jr.
Eric Jones, he has that 20-point gap, but if he is damaged enough, he might be in the back, and 20 points is not enough to help with that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a look at a replay as sure scoring is gonna be a bit messed up.
So caution on lap 26. Here's the replay. Eric Jones, who was looking to join the pit cycle, just goes slow in the middle lane, had Reed Sorensen behind him, catches Sam Hornish Jr. Brian Scott goes straight into it, and luckily everybody's still going. Jones obviously not getting into the pit box and having a huge just wave of cars behind him.
Oh, we see here the onboard with Cole Witt in the front row, number 35. You see him through the corner, and then Eric Jones just slows down mid-corner, and here's the rest of the calamity. But he did a pretty good job to avoid that, just like you. Avoid having the curve. Gets away for the
Men, get ahead of your curve. Explore Peyronie's disease treatments at GetSomebody4PD.com.
Great race, bud.
You're the man, Denny. Should we hit the town and celebrate?
We could. Or we could...
Denny Hamlin!
Now this is how you celebrate.
You really know me, Denny. Like Progressive knows their 37 million customers.
Or like a best friend.
Exactly.
Say ah.
Num 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 num.
If your car could talk, it would tell you to get Progressive.
Is that hot cocoa in there?
You know it.
Slurp.
Alright, we have skipped the pit stop thanks to our friends at Blue Chew. Shane Van Gisbergen still leading, Ty Dillon still in second, Ty Gibbs in third. Shane Van Gisbergen.
Casey Mears.
Oh yeah, that is Casey Mears in fourth. I could barely see his car. AJ Allmendinger in fifth. And Daniel Suarez in sixth. Shane Van Gisbergen has had a pretty dominant run so far today. Can he keep it up and potentially secure a spot in the Championship 4? Or will Ty Dillon play spoiler?
Well, pretty even launch for the both of them. We see 3 wide immediately. That's AJ. That's Casey Mears.
AJ's
that's Ty
gotta make
Gibbs.
desperate moves. We saw what AJ did when he had to make the
Ty
playoffs. He had to get a
Dillon.
win.
Oh, and SVG pitting. Could be a restart violation or something of the sort, and that's gonna blow the door wide open for Ty Dillon.
Yeah.
That definitely changes things. Definitely gonna need a caution now. Ty Dillon. Yeah. You see, just behind that, that's Casey Mears. That's the old driver of the 13 car. Just behind that, Daniel Suarez. He could be one of the guys to just spoil the spoilers, so to say, but David Reagan just behind him. Justin Allgaier as well. He gained a spot on AJ Allmendinger, who, I guess that does help AJ a little bit. I think he was already ahead of SVG though. We see SVG serving his penalty. So, go back through the field as we see a few other chasers. Elliott Sadler sort of made his way into the top 10. Pretty surprising from him, or I guess really not. Eric Amarola just in front of him, so things could get aggressive between those two. And just behind that, you got that 6 car of Trevor Bayne. Not having a great day. Neither is Eric Jones, but I guess he did get damage. Which, yeah, they fixed. That's pretty good. Jones trying to make a move on Michael McDowell now. Two other cars as well, all the way in the back due to the caution. Like Ryan Parise. See if he can maybe make his way up to the front.
So lap 40 now of 99. Ty Dillon doing a good job to lead the 25. Again, just cars that you don't normally see in contention to win. We're not half distance yet. So there's plenty of racing to go. But it's definitely looking the best for chase contender Daniel Suarez. Even if he is in third, you have to remember that he is top of the boards right now, and he's going to be in a very good position into the championship race.
He's already locked in. I mean, this is just for pride. This is just for the trophy case.
Yeah, he's supposed to get another one for free. But so does Ty Dillon, and I think he wants it even more than Daniel Suarez does.
He is
number
not
13
won anything here, so that'd be a great win for that Germain Racing team. Small team. They have RCR support, but, you know, single car operation.
Yeah, I mean, that can only do so much. You know, RCR themselves
They
didn't
have a
make the
big
change
sponsor, at least, but
yeah.
not on board this week, but Geico on that car a lot.
Yeah, should be on board for the finale at Homestead. Same for that modern-day garage car, the number 16 of AJ Allmendinger. And I mean, AJ just hasn't had a crazy amount of speed this week, so it'll probably take a bit of a miracle for him to be able to get him to the final four. But that's not really a knock for him.
You would think that it's winning you're in.
Yeah, I mean,
for
it's
AJ
not that,
being
but like, it's pretty much that.
The points have just been so close, but that's even worse when you're in a situation like AJ's, where you essentially have to win and everybody else has to have bad finishes. No driver will settle for just a good points day.
Even Daniel Suarez, who isn't even racing for points. Yep, we see Erica Marola just behind that. He is still fighting with Elliott Sadler, now one spot in front of him. And also, look about Jimmy Johnson, currently running 11th.
This is the rebound Sadler needs here. He's 2 spots behind Almirola, but Almirola's 10 points behind him. So Sadler in the championship 4 currently.
Yeah, Sadler would need to lose another 9 or 10 spots to even, you know, give Almirola a chance, which I don't think he wants to do that.
I think the main person Almirola could get a chance from is Eric Jones. He got damaged in that incident earlier.
Yeah, we see SCG a lap down, but just behind Noah Gregson. Yeah, but then you have to go all the way back through the field to see the next chaser, which is actually Eric Jones. This damage not really slowing him down too much, but that helps that he has a Gibbs car. He's going to try to go around the outside of Zane Smith. He has won a truck championship here, so he does know what he's doing, but this car not underneath him at this current moment. This is fine. Now you got the next chaser, that's Trevor Bayne. He's definitely not having a great day in the slightest. Currently running last out of every chase contender and almost last on the track itself. But Ty Dillon still leads by a pretty comfortable gap.
And you just think for Ty Dillon, obviously a win is a win, but it's one of those times where you think, why couldn't I do this earlier in the season? Ty Dillon could have had a berth at a chase run, but obviously a win is still a win, as we are now on lap 51. Those laps closing down, but the gap from first to second is not closing all that much. Casey Mears 2.1 seconds behind Ty Dillon. He will be going over the line very shortly, so we're going to see if that number goes up or down. Mears has been under pressure from Daniel Suarez behind him.
Yeah, I mean, Ty Dillon has had speed in the regular season, just not enough. Only setting 20th in points.
Mears has gained about a 10th. So if he just keeps chipping away, he might be able to get something.
Maybe that's equipment kind of starting to play a part.
There's always that.
There's
always a conversation worth having.
Yeah, I mean,
Hendrick just not been up to par this season.
Yeah, but it is still Hendrick. I mean, it's not like they don't know how to win. They just haven't. So as we say that, Casey Mears did lose a little bit of time that lap. Now gap is 2.2.
Looking at Jimmy Johnson under pressure from David Stremme right now. Those two raced plenty of years ago. Stremme was there for the prime, as some might say, of Jimmy Johnson's career. Funny how things
maybe
work
that prime is coming back slightly. I mean, I don't think anyone would expect him to run close to the top 10 as Casey Mears pit again. So hopefully he doesn't get a caution mid-pit cycle again. See if Ty Dillon
if
comes
anything,
down
he'd want
around.
the caution to come next lap.
Ty Dillon looking low, but will stay out. Find out Daniel Suarez stays out, David Reagan comes in, so does Ty Gibbs, AJ Allmendinger, Marcus Ambrose. Well, I guess pretty much the whole rest of the field. The SVG stay out, but obviously he's a lap down. Noah Gregson stays out as well. Now it's just these two. And here he comes. Suarez follows suit. See if anyone else stays out. Doesn't look like Gregson is. SVG is, but, you know. Yeah. Doesn't look like anyone else might. Actually, I lied. Carson Elsevier. Maybe the Hurricane trying to pull something weird out of a hat. Which, who knows, could work, could not.
Always worth a gamble here is the main thing to consider.
He's not really in a points battle or anything, so why not? He'll come this time around. So I guess the question is, where is that Ty Dillon? Here he is, coming out of a pit stall. Where is Casey Mears? Here comes top of the frame, and I think he will be by Ty Dillon, but Dillon will have fresher tires, so it'll be a bit of a hunt for the 13. It might also lose a spot to David Reagan, just about. No, he puts the little bit of a block. Ty Dillon will come out in second. So Shamrock Gisbergen is staying out, but as soon as he pits, Casey Mears would be the leader. David Reagan still trying to get by Ty Dillon. I mean, David Reagan's also not a guy who's must win, but he's also pretty much nearly there. He would need a bit of a miracle to have the people in front of him lose enough points for him to make it. Though he is ahead of AJ Allmendinger and I guess Elliott Sadler. SVG is still staying out on track, so I guess some laps led that way. Let's see another car in the pits. Matt DiBenedetto. Anyway. So could Casey Mears get his first win since, I guess, the off-season? I don't know if the Clash really counts as a season race. As there goes Shamrock Gisbergen. So, yeah, this time around, Casey Mears should... Well, I guess he already unlapped himself, but he will be the leader. I see just behind that Jimmy Johnson. Next to Elliott Sadler. Sadler will have a slightly better line, but here comes, I guess, Jimmy's employee, Marcus Ambrose. Yeah, Sadler will drive away from the 5. Not something you'd see in the 2000s, but here it is. And then just behind that, David Stremme in that OpenAI number 40, and Noah Gragson being Noah Gragson.
Pretty good at that.
Yeah, and yeah, I definitely think Casey Mears has a big lead, one could say. Though, I mean, what do you expect from a Hendrick car? Yes, should be one more set of pit stops, I would imagine. Probably closer to the end, around lap 80, or maybe people short pit and lap 75 or so. I should definitely shake things out a little bit. As we come across the line for lap 67, why don't we take a quick commercial break here at Phoenix?
Hey man, you cut me off back there. What you gonna do about it? Oh, man.
Can you feel it? The taste of Coca-Cola. Well, the race
All right,
is over.
fine.
Can you feel life's favorite
Are we good? We're good.
We are working lap 77 of the Circle K 500 here at Phoenix, watching your leader, Casey Mears, for Hendrick Motorsports. Not many laps are left in this race, but watch out behind him because we have David Reagan, Ty Dillon, who was leading plenty of laps, and then our playoff points leader for the chase, I should say, Daniel Suarez in fourth. A lot of combustible elements here as we are just on the cusp of 20 laps to go.
Yeah, and then all these four have a massive gap to, Ty Gibbs. That is over 2 seconds.
Now, wouldn't this just be such an exciting championship venue if we ran it next week?
I might
We
have
are
to
going
agree with
to
you.
Homestead.
Yeah. But David Reagan trying to look low, it's not going to work here. I think turn 3
Ty
and 4 are
Dillon.
the worst for that.
Ty Dillon drove up high. Daniel Suarez got a lane on him.
Yeah, but the outside kind of does work
He
in that
closes it
corner.
off.
And it's still...
As
Four
we saw
cars.
2 passes try to happen, and neither of them happened because we are at the Phoenix Raceway.
Yeah, I mean, 4 cars under a blanket, and none of them kind of able to get out of the blanket. The Stanosaurus will look high and will finally go by Ty Dillon, I think. There he goes.
There he goes. Hey, you need to try the high line.
Yeah, it's Ty Gibbs and AJ Allmendinger. 2 guys that have technically fought for a championship together. Back in 2022, I mean, didn't work out then. I guess technically it didn't work out here either, but I guess now on Ty Gibbs' side. Here comes Daniel Suarez again. What by David Reagan? But saw Reagan has the high line, which is kind of preferred here at Phoenix. We'll be able to slot just in front of him. Now, like I said, pit stops should still be happening. See, Ty Dillon tried a high line, not going to work through here. And then you see that 5-car Jimmy Johnson running in 8th place. But yeah, 7-time champion performance. Here comes Suarez again, now this time on David Reagan for 2nd. Could Suarez maybe be the first winner of 2 in a row? I mean, how long has it been? I want to say Sonoma,
Have to look
maybe.
back to Reed Sorensen, I believe.
Oh yeah, back in Memphis. Didn't make the round of 8, but that's pretty close to it. Just nothing. This doesn't really have anything for Daniel Suarez and the David Reagans and the Eric Almirolas of the world. As Ty Dillon will go by for 3rd. It's now Daniel Suarez in pursuit of that Hendrick number 25. And here comes Casey Mears. So there's that pit cycle I was talking about. Should be a short pit, maybe even 2 tires, unless you're Chris Gale. Yeah, so Daniel Suarez will get a lap led. Yeah, so we'll see if Suarez comes in this time by. Will not. Neither will Ty Dillon, neither will David Reagan. AJ Allmendinger going by on Ty Gibbs, and then in the back, That was Elliott Sadler. Marcus Ambrose as well. A few other cars staying out. So definitely some split strategies.
It's crunch time for these pit crews.
Yeah, I want to say Trankhouse has the second best pit crew in the series. As here comes Suarez, here comes Ty Dillon, here comes David Reagan. Jimmy Johnson stays out. Look at AJ Allmendinger as well. So I think the only cars staying out are Jimmy Johnson and Noah Gragson. I guess two legacy cars, kinda, sorta, somewhat.
You could make the case.
This time. Yeah, I mean, technically he does own the legacy cars, just doesn't drive for them just to save money, which, yeah.
Rick doesn't have much investment in this series, as you could tell from the usual speed of his cars, so I guess he wasn't
I mean,
too
not in the
upset letting him.
normal series either, to be honest. But hey, they do have an Indy car. So Jimmy Johnson will come by for 10 laps to go, and I do wonder how many of these people might be trying to just stretch their fuel out. See, hey, can we make it to the end? Some of the people started all the way in last. It's Ricky Stennis
there's
Jr.
a car
blowing up on
blowing
the
up.
apron.
Oh,
I
that's
think he's
unfortunate for
not
the
gonna make
17.
it back to the pits, and he's gonna stop on the track.
Oh, well, he held
I
up
think-
a lot of cars.
I think
as
that might
well.
have to be the yellow, and yes, it is.
Yep, the Wayland caution lights are on.
I think Jimmy Johnson just dived into the pits. That's gonna be a whole mess with scoring once again.
So, a late race caution during a pit cycle, where we saw a lot of cars get held up by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. on the pit exit. Oh boy.
Yes, Jimmy Johnson was in the pits when the caution was called. So, now picking up the leader as Shane Van Gisbergen. And all the way in the back, second place, currently Daniel Suarez. Yeah, actually, that'll be Casey Mears instead. So, well, while we settle that, why don't we go look at a replay to see what happened?
Crab cheese and macaroni!
It's like your favorite rock and rollie in a packed arena only. Look who's playing guitar only. It's Cheezosaurus Rex. While they dig your video, me once you're out of that phony, New York to California, plus your CD went goldoni. It's crazy pandemonium inside the stretch the moment. Cheezosaurus Rex. When the cheese starts flowing, crab gets your noodle going.
Well, the cars are getting ready for a late restart here at Phoenix. It's what we've been talking about all night long, and we are about to see it. Shane Van Gisbergen coming to the restart zone. Alongside him, Daniel Suarez, his teammate. Behind them, David Reagan, and that looks like Elliott Sadler. It is through the Geico restart zone. We are green, and hopefully we will race it to the end.
And Dave Reagan
Yes,
trying to
but
get
Daniel
rewind
Suarez
immediately.
is
Drop his plate blocker, but you're gonna get no chance here.
Daniel
It's
Suarez
the dog
right
This
at
is for the
top.
championship for David Reagan, Shane Van Gisbergen.
Here comes Daniel Suarez.
Suarez, can he have any
Round
impact
the
to stop the
outside.
64's teammate? Can SVG fight on the top? Elliott Sadler's here too.
No. Elliott Sadler
Ambrose
for
coming, so
third,
is
David
Allmendinger.
Reagan. Where did these guys come from? It's gonna be 3 laps to go. Or 2.
David
Yeah.
Reagan, he needs 24 points.
I don't think he's doing that.
He's not going to beat Elliott Sadler, but could he beat Eric Jones at the points, who has fallen back due to damage?
Yeah, but also,
He's
could he
got
maybe
one
go for
lap.
the win? He could maybe try to make a move, get in the bumper of the 99. It's going to be the white flag
Coming
this
to the
time
white
by.
flag. Juarez is leading it, and Reagan is not catching. Reagan is going to be under pressure from Elliott Sadler.
So SVG on Marcus Ambrose.
Suarez is looking to put a cap on a dominant round of 8 as his teammate loses more points.
And that
Reagan
was
might
after
make a lunge
Disaster
here.
Adega. Here he comes through the final corner. Gonna be Daniel Suarez and then David Reagan. Photo finish at the line. And then Marcus Ambrose and Ty Dillon as well.
I think Almirola might have gained a spot at the closing laps there.
That finished 6th. And
It's
with
going
Daniel
for the points.
Suarez. I mean, what a dominant run from that 99 car. But what does that do for the points? I don't think David Reagan has enough, but what about the rest of them?
Need a little help? We got help. Need some advice? We got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Now, welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series. And after a thrilling race at Phoenix, here's what our points look like, and who is going to be going for a championship at Homestead. So, well, Daniel Suarez won both races, but besides that, Eric Jones, after being involved in an accident, comes home a solid 12 to lock himself into the Final Four as well. And pretty much our championship protagonists, Elliott Sadler and Eric Almirola, also make it in.
The ones who unfortunately could not make it to the championship for Homestead. David Reagan, who had a great run tonight, but finishes 10 points outside the cut line. Trevor Bain, 17 points outside, as well as Shane Van Gisbergen, who tied with Trevor Bain. SVG had some highlights tonight, but that penalty set him back, and wasn't really the same afterwards. And AJ Allmendinger, who was top 10 most of the night, but ends up 21 points outside the championship four.
And as for next week, the championship race at Homestead, Miami. A race we have seen plenty of times. It comes down to that final four. And as we know, at Homestead, Miami, everything has to go your way. Anything can happen out on that racetrack. And we will certainly see an exciting race, and we will see a champion crowned. Thank you all for watching the Circle K 500 here tonight. But stay tuned for next week, where we will race for the Boner Cup.
And good night.